Welcome in, guys, to where I preview every single NFL team's 2024 season. And I'm getting these out fast as I can. I know we're 2 weeks away from the regular season, so I need to get them out fast as I can. So, finishing off with the NFC East, the Dallas Cowboys. Last year, they finished the 2023 season top of the NFC East, 12-5 record in the regular season, and then we get to the playoffs. And this is where, again, I love to make a bit of fun of the Cowboys. Once again, what was that? What was that? What was that? The Cowboys choking once again? Oh my God, who was shocked about that? The Cowboys losing 32-48 to the Green Bay Packers in the divisional wildcard round. Absolutely fantastic. Having the Cowboy fans crying their little eyes out, because once again, Dak Prescott, when it comes to the playoff games, sometimes he won a game 2 years ago in 2022, but 2023, back to choking again, back to again being, again, the Dallas Cowboys are the 1990s version of the Chicago Bears. They both like talking about the past of how they won they were champions many years ago. Have a lot in common. The Bears and the Cowboys fans have a lot in common. They're both talking about the past and not the future. Tony Romo and how he didn't get them a championship, and then you got Dak Prescott and you got Trey Lance. Yeah. But anyway, let's get into the present in the 2024. Let's forget about that was last year. They still have Mike McCarthy as their head coach. I think if they choke again in the playoffs, I think it's time to fire Mike McCarthy. It's okay winning the NFC East, getting to a playoff game, but you're the Cowboys. Jerry Jones has been saying for years that this is we have the greatest roster, but you don't contend. You don't go to a Super Bowl. I think you got to a division game 2 years ago. Maybe you had like one division game. You beat Tom Brady's Bucks a couple years ago, but again, you haven't appeared at a Super Bowl in years. And with people like Jerry Jones, and I know the NFL love fucking the Cowboys and love featuring them on live TV. If they truly are, America's team, then why aren't they winning championships? But anyway, let's talk about who they. On the defensive side of the ball, they bring defensive coordinator. Dan Quinn left. Dan Quinn became the Commander's head coach, so he's gone. And then in replacement, they got Mike Zimmer, the former. Mike Zimmer was the former head coach for the Vikings a number of years ago. He's going to replace Dan Quinn as the defensive coordinator. So good luck with that, Cowboys fans. They also bring in Ezekiel Elliott. Now Ezekiel Elliott was in New England for a year. Worked on the Belichick for a year. That's the reason why I went to really work with Belichick for a year. He comes back now that Belichick's retired. He's like, yeah, I'm coming back. They bring Ezekiel Elliott back. They bring Royce Freeman in, running back, and then they have a trade with the Vikings for Andrew Booth Jr. at quarterback. And the two big departures that they had in the offseason with Dan Quinn, on the on-field kind of thing, they had Tony Pollard go to the Titans. That was kind of a big trade that they did. Tony Pollard getting traded away to the Titans. Good for the Titans that they had to get Tony Pollard. But again, for the last 2 or 3 years, he's been the guy. He's been the Cowboys' best player, and they traded him away. And then Tyron Smith, offensive tackle, he got traded away as well. So the two big departures there. In the draft, they addressed the offensive tackle with Tyler Gutch. Yeah, Tyler Gutch came in, offensive tackle. They also addressed the defensive side of the ball with Marshawn Kneeland. Marshawn Kneeland comes in defensive end. They also got some additions at guard with Cooper Beebe for Beebe. Oh God. Caelen, Carson at cornerback, and then Nathan Jones offensive tackle. So again, I like what they've done in this draft. I like what the Cowboys have done in the draft. Addressed the offensive tackle, the offensive line, and they've addressed the offensive line and the defense side of the ball. The schedule they have, so opening game of the weekend, first game of week 1, they have the Browns. Then they have the Saints. Then you have the Ravens. So they have 3 tough games on opening 3 weeks. Then we go a few weeks after that. They have a bye week on week 14. Oh no, week 10 I think. Week 7 they have a bye week. Then and then after that they have a division game against the Eagles. Week 16 against the Bucks, and then the last game of the regular season they have a division game against the Commanders. So again, tough opening for the season. For me, in my opinion, I'll say for the Cowboys, I'll say second for the division. They'll get to the wild card and then they'll lose in the wild card, and Mike McCarthy will be fired. But again, some of these teams have got to be addressed. Like Mike McCarthy, Dak Prescott, 2 questions that need to be addressed.